Today, I will be trying to place as much Netherrack as I possibly can in 100 Minecraft days. I haven't experimented with a new update, so I wanted to try survive 100 days in it. I'm doing this because I promised I'd place one Netherrack every subscriber I got, and we're pushing closer to 100,000, meaning I have to mine and place 100,000 Netherrack. Day one, we all know how these worlds go. I got me some food and started chopping down wood. I got some stone tools and also some coal, an excellent start to any Minecraft world. With me making tools, I'd completed the first task on my 6-task checklist. Day 2, I found a cave in hopes for some iron tools and some iron armor. Please keep in mind that I am not a speedrunner and I'll complete this game very slowly. I made my tools and shield before finishing off my armor set. I offered this skeleton a shirt to give him some drip, but he just did not take it, and that's his loss. Day 3, I continue mining before eventually making my way to the surface to make a house. And while I'm building it, yes, I know I'm wasting a lot of time for my challenge here, but if you think I'm completing this game in 2 seconds, you are on the wrong channel, my friend. My idea specifically for this 100 days is just to complete the games. I don't remember the last time I've gone from nothing to defeating the Ender Dragon. Day 4, I continued building my house by using some glass and finishing off the very basic roof. And at this point, my very basic house had been completed, meaning 2 of the 6 tasks were already done. Before I think about going into the Nether, I wanted to loot around the ocean for any items I may need in the future. I also made this meme on my wall, which if you've seen my 100 OG Minecraft days video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Day 5, I was trying to find some buried treasure before doing this. Lovely. After grabbing my stuff, I found a ship and where the buried treasure is, but on my map I noticed a red thing, which my suspicion was it was a broken nether portal, which it was. Day 6, I tried to make my house look just a bit better before I headed off and got 3 dogs. I gave them all different collars and named them LeBron James, Post Malone, and Caitlin Clark. Day 7, I opted to go look at the broken nether portal to see if there's any way to fix it and make a full nether portal. I actually tried to create a nether portal from scratch, but I realized I actually could use the broken nether portal. I entered the nether and completed the 3rd task on my checklist. Going into the nether for the first time was cool, but that was not going to last long. On day 8, I was in the overworld trying to mine gold so I could trade with the piglins. Once again, I was quite new to it all, but I learned that piglins can give you ender pearls, so that was my goal now in hopes to get to the end. After trading with them a bit, they gave me absolutely nothing, which was not a great start. You see right here, I'm mining gold in the nether. That was probably the dumbest point of this series, and if I had the chance to do it again, I would do it completely different. Day 9, I continued this, and once again, didn't get much. Then this behemoth of a mob started to gritty its way over to me, and I got double teamed by piglins too. And bro, what happened? Thank goodness I'm not doing this in hardcore. The dude legit thought it was me with my absolute drip. Like, take my stuff off, my man. But at this point, I could not forget about the checklist and the ultimate goal in the end. Day 10, I kept trading and trading, and I did get some fire resistance potions, but beyond that, nothing much happened. Day 11, I actually almost died and opted to use one of them, which I've never done before. I soon found a bastion, which was going to be great progress to get to the end and try to complete my plan. Though, as I got up there, I got trapped and perished. This was genuinely so frustrating, and it was so hard trying to get all my stuff back. I looted some of the chests, and you'll notice I got obsidian, which was going to help a lot because I could just go back to the overworld in order to heal up. Day 12, I healed up, but I was nowhere near my base due to the amount I traveled in the nether. Day 13, I checked out the village near where I had spawned, where I grabbed a lot of food. It's important to note that here, I wanted to be as prepared as possible to go to the bastion, get ender pearls, and get blaze rods from a nether fortress. I made my way back, and this time I was ready to go. I traded a bit, and then... Wonderful, another death. I tried grabbing my stuff before dying once again. Day 14, I tried trading, and look bro, I was so dumb. I thought this guy would want my gold. I made my way to the big room to get all that juicy gold blocks. On half a heart, I made a run for it before barely surviving. Okay, you already know I died again. Day 15 was another death, and another death. Sigh. Oh, and another death. Day 16, I finally got all my tools back, and from all of this, I actually got netherite from the chests. Time was really ticking though, because I was nowhere near my ultimate goal. Day 17, I tried upgrading it before I realized I don't know how netherite works. I figured out that you need the smithing template, which I had from the bastion, and just like that, boom, netherite leggings, and somehow no other diamond armor. Nah. I continued trading to finally get some ender pearls, and then... Because it was lava, I decided that on day 18, I may as well try to get some basic tools again. But wow, I am a noob when it comes to this stuff. Like, any speedrunner is probably like, yo, Fire Man, I could have completed 302 runs by now, my man. To all of those people, I am sorry, and get a life. Okay, I'm just kidding about that last bit, but I am sorry that you have to get a life. Also, I died again to an Enderman, which could have been my first pearl. Day 19, I found a massive cave where I found some iron, and I was ready to start looting up for a good attempt at ender pearls. And if you're still watching, wondering why I didn't just go to that one nether biome, I just simply didn't know at the time that Enderman could even spawn there. Day 20, I got my first diamonds, yeah! I was actually quite sad here because I had still not completed the next stage on my checklist, and I was nowhere near my ultimate goal. Day 21, I made myself some diamond armor, and I also made an enchantment table where I gave myself some basic enchantments. It was this day I gave up on finding ender pearls for the time being, and instead decided to focus on blaze rods. Luckily, I found a nether fortress and started destroying the blazes. Day 22, I continued getting blaze rods until I had a sufficient amount. Day 23, I tried some more trading but failed once again, so I headed home. Because I had nether wart, I actually made some regeneration potions too, which by the way is way too complicated, like golly miss molly. Day 24, I finally got some ender pearls from the piglins, and it was at this point I actually googled the percentage chance of ender pearls, and it was a 2% chance of getting ender pearls. Oh my goodness. Day 25, I made the greatest discovery ever, and that was that the endermen spawn in warped forests. But of course I perished again. By the way, if you're still watching, just reply to a random comment with the word no, because I think that'd be very funny and chaotic. There'll be a nice comment that'll just be like, oh man, that was a great video, and then there'll just be 10 replies with no. Anyway, after trapping endermen in boats, shout out E1 for that strat, I finally got enough ender pearls, which was 13 in the nether and 2 in the chest at home, so 15 overall. Side note, this makeshift base with the bed and nether portal became like my second home. Like, I probably saw this nether portal more than I saw the dogs LeBron James, Post Malone, and Caitlin Clark. Day 26, I made some regeneration potions and started my journey to find the stronghold. I was so scared that I didn't actually have enough eyes of ender, but we shall see. Also, I was getting closer and closer to completing another stage on the checklist. Day 27, I found a village and got heaps more food. Day 28, the eye of ender went down, so I started digging down, but I legit couldn't find the stronghold anywhere. Eventually though, I finally found the actual stronghold, and I forgot how big they were, I'm not gonna lie. Day 29, I got some books in case I needed some more enchantments later. And after a long time of searching, I finally found the ender portal and could hop in. But wait, on day 30, I saw that there was no eyes of ender placed, and I only had 11. I waited until night and luckily got the final ender pearl before almost absolutely perishing. Day 31, I finally entered the end and had another thing completed. The next on the list was not far away at all. I destroyed the towers, and I know online I've seen people do stuff with beds, so I made some beds in hopes I could destroy the dragon. I placed the obsidian down, placed the bed, and then... Look, not my proudest moment, but that clutch was clean, you cannot lie. After clutching again, I continued this long fight and finally defeated the ender dragon, getting another stage complete. After all this hard work, I headed back to my base from where I was so I could finally just take a breath of fresh air. I placed the dragon egg in probably the worst spot of all time, and then accidentally made mundane potions because I forgot I'm trash at Minecraft. Day 33, I went back into the nether and headed back to my makeshift base. Day 34, I tried some more piglin trading in hopes for some obsidian, as I didn't have a diamond pickaxe. I wanted obsidian specifically so I can make nether portals from my base to the end, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, the very next day I gave up and went mining, but I found a huge cave where I could get diamonds to mine obsidian, as well as gold if I wanted to do more trading for things like potions. Day 36, I mined the corners of my portal to get some obsidian, and from there I waited for this goofy dude to give me some obsidian. And guess what? He gave me one. Hooray. Anyway, I got some lava to just manually create some for myself, but then... Oh my god. Fireman, you are so dumb. I was so lucky I had been trading for a fire resistance potion because that was the worst moment of my Minecraft career. Day 38, I started building out to where the portal needs to be for the end. And surprisingly, it actually worked, but I didn't have any of my books anymore, so what I did was I used a newly acquired Silk Touch gold axe and grabbed it from the section of the stronghold. I went to the end, made a beautiful enchanting table thingo, and boom, we were ready to enchant. So, one by one, I started to enchant it with my 60 cheeky 3 levels, but it was kind of giving me bad chance and I just didn't have that much lapis. With the next objective on my mind, I knew I needed blocks to achieve it, so I went out and mined some cobblestone, and then boom, look, I accidentally went into a trial chamber. Like, what are the chances? I didn't really know how to use it, so I decided just to leave it for now. We could do it in another video. Day 39, I mined heaps of dirt so I could actually get what I needed to get. Most of you probably know what I'm talking about, but I'm trying to make it so it sounds cool for those who don't. Something also cool is if you click the like button, I actually get a smile on my face, so you should just do that. Nah, bro's fishing for likes. Anyway, I went through the gateway portal and I was ready to start my absolute crazy journey. I actually instantly found something, but it was the worst spawn of an end city ever, I swear. Something we did need really badly was shulkers, because as I said, I needed it to transport from the nether back to the overworld, so this would help a lot. You've probably forgotten this is a Netherrack video with the amount of yapping I've been doing. Day 40, I found another end city, but no end ship, which was so sad, I'm not gonna lie. Though I will say the loot from this stuff is genuinely insane and so worth it. Day 41, traveling. Day 42, traveling. But day 43, this happened. Oh! Yes! Let's go! It has a ship. Oh my goodness, we're saved. All I gotta do is make my way up there, get the elytra, complete our tasks, and not die. Day 44, I was back to nothing. How many times has this happened? Oh my goodness. Day 45, I got some basic tools and mined dirt until I had heaps. Day 46, sad traveling. Day 47, even sadder traveling. But day 48, oh yeah! That was genuinely such an annoying mistake. Like, my progress to get good tools and efficiency is not going well, and I am scared I won't reach the 100,000 Netherrack mark. And you're probably thinking, well, the list is done, right? So what are you gonna do now? Just you wait. It is going to be a banger because we still have that ultimate task to complete. Day 49, happy traveling. Day 50, woo! We've gotten halfway to that juicy 100-day mark. And we should theoretically have 50,000 Netherrack by now. Yeah, so that's a thing. I spent this day traveling in the nether to get back home where I would make the shulkers. I actually ended up making a to-do list, which I recommend you do every time you have things to do. What am I even saying? That's legit in the name. Anyway, day 51 was a bit of a turning point. I had done my tasks and it was now time for a fresh new plan. I thought I should make an Enderman farm, enchant my stuff, get a beacon, then ultimately mine Netherrack for the rest of the time on the world. So I mined a lot of dirt in preparation for the building blocks in the end. Day 52, I continued this progress by getting some wool for some carpet. I collected my last amounts of wool before going mining for iron to get the hoppers. Okay, but now there was one thing standing in my way, and that was the name tag. So on day 54, I thought that fishing was a good idea to get the name tag. Like, yes, I had a 0.8% chance, but that was better than searching for ages and trying to get lucky with structures. But guess what I got? A saddle. Oh my goodness, that is just as rare as a name tag, yet I still couldn't get a name tag. I literally just kept fishing and I could not find anything. So after wasting time, I went searching for structures where I found a boat and a buried treasure. Spoiler alert, no name tag. By day 57, I was panicking because the days were ticking by and I didn't even have an Enderman farm, so I tried searching to see if I had a name tag in my chest at the temp base. I didn't, but I found that there was a mine shaft and then... oh, name tag. Yes! Let's go! I finally got it. I traveled all the way back to the end so I could get started on the farm. For day 60, I was just building it up, following the tutorial, and I was having a great time, to be honest with you. And as I finished it on day 61, job complete, right? Well, that's what I thought. The Enderman were taking the dirt blocks. I was so dumb. So on day 62, instead of panicking, I just went into the nether, mined heaps of netherrack, which theoretically adds to the count of netherrack mined. Over the next 2 days, I just rebuilt it to my liking, but I realized I had no rockets for my elytra. Like, there was always a new problem with every day on this world. So, day 65, I went to grab some gunpowder to make some extra rockets. There was another issue that started to arise, and that was that my unenchanted elytra was getting dangerously low. For me to finish the Enderman farm, I needed ender pearls to summon an endermite, so I looked for some, and I really didn't want to farm them. I honestly am so glad I did this challenge, because looking back, I have improved so much, even though this was within the last month. More challenges appeared, such as needing mending on things like my elytra, and for that, I needed an anvil, so I mined some iron to get it. The thing was, mending was already on my pickaxe, and that was actually the main reason I was making the Enderman farm, but I couldn't really complete the Enderman farm without getting the elytra with mending. Day 68, I finally continued more of the end farm, and I am so sorry if you're hearing me speak like a broken record, because this felt very draining playing this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the world was great, but these days, I wish I could forget. Day 69, I slammed the anvil down and attempted the endermite placement before absolutely failing. My mental was cooked in this moment, because why did I only have 3 ender pearls? And my thought process was, wow, I should just jump off, like there isn't heaps of endermen up here. Day 70, I was cooked. Like, I was trying to enchant books in hopes for unbreaking for my elytra just so I can complete this farm. Like, bro, what was I doing? Day 71, I failed to get an endermite again. Day 72. You know how I mentioned my plan before? Yeah, that was cooked now. I needed to rethink everything. So I acted quick and tried getting a mending book. Should be easy as pie. I don't know how to make pie, by the way. Anyway, I trapped some villagers and learned that you can get mending books from the librarian villagers, and on my second ever try, this happened. Oh! No way, second book. Oh my goodness, it actually got mending. No, literally the second time I placed it, I just got really lucky and got mending. Let's go, mending, yeah! Wow, that was such a relief. I definitely won't make any mistakes from here on out, right? Anyway, to get the emeralds, I thought I'd try a cleric or something else, which by the way, I should have used the one that gives sticks, but you live and you learn. Day 74, I also tried to get an unbreaking book because I thought it'd be useful too. I continued this easy process on day 75 before I noticed something. Where did my mending go? Hello? Oh my goodness, this is definitely gonna slow down my new checklist. Okay, so I put my rage out onto this villager and I was so confused and frustrated and wanted to cry. I found out later that if you don't trade with villagers, it won't keep their trades, and because I didn't get it fast enough, I didn't get the mending book. Wow. I legit spent the next 2 days trying to get it. And by the way, it's a 1% chance trying to get a mending book. I'm sure your favorite hardcore YouTubers would just fake it and say they got it, but not your boy. Also, I'm not in hardcore. But yes, I did actually get Unbreaking 3, but without the emeralds, I couldn't really do much with them. Day 78, I tried to use leather for emeralds, but I'm not gonna lie, leather was so inefficient. But a flint trade eventually popped up. Because of the end cities, I got a shovel with Fortune 3, so every time I mined gravel, it was extremely fast and 100% flint, so this was literally perfect. Now that I had an easier way to get emeralds, I spent 2 days getting more villagers and trying my best to get a mending book. I didn't look at any videos on how to do this, I just tried what I thought was right, and it sort of worked, but it sort of didn't. I continued this process all day into day 82 where this happened. Oh my goodness, I looked away, I came back. Oh. 41 emeralds for this mending book though. Bro, I don't care. Time was ticking in. There was actually a good trade. Paper for emeralds. So I rushed and got some paper and finally secured a mending trade. Day 83, I grabbed more gravel to get enough flint to get emeralds for the mending book. Why is Minecraft so hard? Ah, the beautiful day 84. I got my emeralds and got the mending book I needed so I could finally make this farm and be free in the nether. As I was living life wonderfully, I pushed some Enderman to get their pearls and then... wonderful. I wanted to prove to the world that I wasn't horrible at Minecraft, and this is the performance I put on for you guys, really. Life goes on, though. So, day 85, I finally got the Endermite, which I named Subscribe. And that's because you should subscribe. Why don't I just get so devious about that? Anyway, I finished it off and listened to this wonderful sound. It's wonderful for like 2 seconds until you have to get XP, then instantly you turn off hostile creature noises. I did try and get Unbreaking 3 before day 90, but I realized the enchanting table was probably my best bet. So, day 87 and 88, I tried for some enchantments, but none were to my liking. I basically spent all of day 89 enchanting books, getting XP, upgrading my armor until it ticked to day 90. Day 90 was actually not very exciting. I literally just farmed wood before I would mine Netherrack for 10 days straight in the nether. Before I hop into day 91, just know that this was an absolute journey getting here. Like, I died so many times and it was a lot of preparation for these 10 days. One more reminder that I'm aiming for 100,000 blocks of Netherrack in 10 days. Here we go. Day 91, the first day of mining. I set everything up and then went for it. You can see here I was kind of inefficient, but eventually I'll iron out the creases. Day 92, I had mined quite a lot, but my pickaxe was running quite low. And looking back, I should have had 2 mending pickaxes because this did slow me down quite a bit. I literally had to travel to the end and then couldn't get back until day 93. But I did eventually get back and I continued mining. Day 94, I grabbed the shulkers and transported it all back to the overworld because remember, I need to place it in my chest for it to count. Day 95 and 96, I refreshed my pickaxe before mining for ages. Day 97, once again, I had to refresh my pickaxe. Like, bro, this took forever. Day 98, I mined heaps more. Day 99, I mined heaps more. And on day 100, it was time to count up how much netherrack I managed to get. I'm excited to see how much I actually have, to be honest with you. Okay, all the shulker boxes have been emptied. Cheeky ancient debris in there, by the way. For the moment of truth, I'm going to count how much we have. That's not 100,000. It's okay though, it's okay. We can see how much I mined in the settings, so let's do that. 3, 2, 1, boom! Oh, we almost got a third of our goal, so that's alright, honestly. Okay, so 30,000 mine is nowhere near the amount I wanted, but I did learn many things from this challenge, and that's really what you should take away from this. What was so fun about today was I played the newest version of Minecraft, but if you want to see me and my friend take on one of the oldest versions of Minecraft for 100 days, click on the screen right now. Trust me, it's an absolute banger.